Oh, okay, all right, good. Because we told them not to come.
Okay, you ready? We're good?
Yeah, just
We got O'Malley?
so it doesn't have to, it's on there. I thought we were thinking they had to get referred by the property, but it probably doesn't. They probably just have the hearing on the floor, right?
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
You can't do the hearing because it doesn't say.
Okay. Council will come to order. All rise and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence in honor of our veterans, servicemen and women, and those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. The clerk will call the roll.
Anderson. Kamel. Condon. Crow. Di Maria. Matheson. Murphy. O'Malley. Spatafora. Winslow. Sika.
Here. Under the provisions of the open meeting law, for those of you in attendance, please be aware that Malden Access Television is recording this evening's meeting. Just Malden Access Television is recording this evening's meeting. So there will be audio and video recording of tonight's meeting. First order of business.
Paper 458-19, approval of the minutes from the committee and the council meeting from December 3rd, 2019.
Councilor Di Maria's motion to approve the minutes. All those in favor? All those opposed? The minutes have been approved. Next order of business.
Paper 459-19, minutes of the meeting of December 10th, 2019.
Councilor Di Maria's motion to approve the minutes. All those in favor? All those opposed? The minutes have been approved. Next order of business.
Paper 460-19, mayoral appointment, Risa Gray, 37 East Border Road, Malden, Mass. As an associate member of the Planning Board, said term to commence upon her confirmation by the City Council and to expire March 1st, 2020. Risa will fill the unexpired term of James Chiavelli, who recently resigned.
On Councilor Crow's motion to refer this matter to personnel and appointments, all those in favor? All those opposed? The matter has been referred. Next order of business.
Paper 461-19, council appointment, Stephen Winslow, 83 Jacob Street, Malden, Mass. As a member of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund Board, term to be determined once board's members are finalized.
You want to vote on this tonight? Say that again. It's the president appointment. Just place it on file. Councilor Spatafora's motion to place on file. All those in favor? All those opposed? Matter has been placed on file. Next order of business. Okay. Do you want to? The next paper, 462-19, was listed on the docket in error. So we will be tabling it until the next meeting. On Councilor Crow's motion to table paper 462-19, all those in favor? All those opposed? The matter has been tabled. Next order of business.
Paper 464-19, order that the City Council review and evaluate Section 2.30 of its ordinances known as Community Preservation Committee composition, duties, etc.
Councilor Di Maria for the paper.
Thank you, Madam President. This evening, I really would just like to forward this to ordinance to review next year. It would be my hope to look at this this ordinance. It's been effective for 2.5, 3 years, and I'm very happy that Councilor Spatafora and Councilor Winslow have joined me co-sponsoring this. And tonight I'd like to just send it to ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Crowe.
Thank you, Madam President. I actually would like to be a sponsor. It's
Absolutely.
been, when we first put this committee together, it made sense in some regards, but as we've all know that there's been a holdup when someone from the Conservation Commission stepped off and somebody that the council appointed, it kind of sort of upset the apple cart, and so it really has to figure out who the Conservation Commission is going to appoint and what would they represent, and does that leave the council with an appointment or not. So these people have been in limbo because we needed to get members on to the Conservation Commission, and then they still have not really made a decision on who they're appointing. So it really, this whole sort of system is not really working in a timely manner that to make all that has to happen in that committee happen. So I appreciate the paper being
Certainly.
put forth.
Thank you, Councilor Crowe.
Thank you. Councilor O'Malley.
I would also like to be added as a co-sponsor.
Thank you, Councilor O'Malley.
Thank you. Councilor Winslow.
Yeah, I want to thank all the members who have served on the CPC. The Community Preservation Committee has been a wonderful addition to the city, and also for our residents who are funding that program. But we know that it's important to make these appointments easier so that the members who are serving we have a broad representation in our community, and that committee runs smoothly. It's good to have an annual cycle, and missing members slows those things down. So I thank everybody for their work, but let's make sure we have a full cadre of people working on that. Thank you.
Thank you. So on Councilor DeMaria's motion to refer this matter to ordinance, all those in favor? All those opposed? The matter has been referred. Next order of business.
Thank you.
Paper 465-19, order that the City Council adopt a schedule of council meetings for 2020.
Everybody should have received a copy of the council meetings for next year, 2020. The only thing that has changed since you last saw it is that the state has changed primary day from September 15th to September 1st. So we will now be having primary on September 1st, and September 15th will be a committee night meeting. Do I have a motion to approve the calendar? On Councilor Anderson's motion to approve the schedule, all those in favor? All those opposed? The schedule has been approved. Next order of business.
Paper 466-19, order that Chapter 6 of the revised ordinance of 2020 be amended by adding provisions for shared neighborhood autos for passengers, SNAPs.
Councilor Winslow for the paper.
Yeah, as our transportation system changes, there's some new opportunities that are coming up for residents. And so I've been meeting with the parking director, Hogan, with a company that's interested in providing some electric vehicles in the city. And the thought was we don't really have a scheme to permit that. So this will set up a permitting scheme sort of along the lines of what we might do for livery licenses and that type of thing, so that companies can come to the council, ask for these licenses, and then they would be permitted to use. We'll also have to do some work in the Traffic Commission to designate spots in the city where these could be parked. But right now we're talking about somewhere to 4 to 10 vehicles to start with. And it's basically a pilot to see, parking is a big issue. If people could share cars, that would take some pressure off. These would be electrical vehicles. There would be some environmental benefits. So it's something we want to explore, and we just struggled. We had gotten an opinion from Kate Fallon about going down one route of doing this as an MOA, but there's a lot of legal issues. So we thought maybe going down a permitting route would just clear things up and make sure we involve the council in implementing this pilot. So that's the purpose of the paper, to advance this as a pilot and see where it goes, and make sure we keep the council fully involved in it. Thank you.
Thank you. On Councilor Winslow's motion to refer this paper to ordinance, all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? The matter has been referred. The docket is clear. Before we head into, hold on, Councilor O'Malley.
I'd move to suspend docket rules for the purposes of receiving a committee report from public properties.
Okay, sure. On Councilor O'Malley's motion to suspend docket rules, all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed?
The committee report is paper 381-19. It's a petition from Cellco Partnership doing business as Verison Wireless. And it was originally related to 5 small cell petitions. The committee voted unanimously to report out favorably 4 of those 5, holding 1 back so that additional information could be provided. In addition to reporting it out favorably, we wanted it to be subject to the following condition: that the petitioner provide information related to the radiation exposure and making sure that it's a general exposure and not occupational exposure. If there's any questions, we can elaborate. And Councilor Winslow, the person also on committee, if you wanted to add anything, feel free. So I would move to approve the petitions, and the petitions are 303 Commercial Street, 82 Fellsmere Road, 14 Boundary Road, and 40 Alpine Street. And the public hearing was also held in committee. If there's any questions, please let me know.
Thank you. We do have to receive the committee report for that. I apologize. So, on Councilor O'Malley's motion to receive the committee report, all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? The committee report is received. Councilor O'Malley already spoke for the committee. Councilor Condon.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam President. Do we own any of those poles? Who are they owned by? Verizon?
None of these polls are owned by us. That particular petitioner is still in committee because there's a lot of information they need to provide. So none of these are all polls owned by Verizon or National Grid.
Councilor DeMaria.
Thank you, Madam President. And this question's to the chair. You mentioned 2 different exposures. Can you explain that?
The information that was provided in their packet said occupational exposure. The petitioner said that that was a typo, so we've asked them to provide actual documentation showing the exposure and making sure that what they showed us was correct. And the reason why that's important is because occupational exposure, say if you work for National Grid or if you work for Verizon and you install this equipment, your exposure is allowed to be much higher than the general exposure of the public. So the information that they provided us said occupational exposure, but we're all pretty much sure it's general, but we just wanted to put the onus on them to provide that in writing that it is general exposure and not occupational.
Okay, thank you.
And the reason why we're taking this up tonight is it was supposed to be reported out last week, but we had to hold it back in order to take additional testimony from some residents. And we have a 60-day shot clock, and that is coming up. That shot clock still applies to the 5th one, but there was some substantive issues in that application where we feel like the shot clock has been extended because of those reasons.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You good?
Thank you.
So on Councilor O'Malley's motion to approve, all those in favor?
Grant.
To grant. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Paper has been granted. Next order of business. Councilor Murphy.
Yes, motion to suspend docket rules for the purpose of granting a license this evening.
On Councilor Murphy's motion to suspend docket rules, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? On Councilor Murphy's motion to receive the committee report, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The committee report is received. Councilor Murphy for the committee.
Yes, thank you. This was something that we did not bring forward at the last council meeting because we were waiting for a letter from the owner saying that this particular livery applicant had the right to park in his parking lot. We have since received that license. This livery license is for Abdel Hafid Bukra at 220 Webster Street, apartment number 2 in Malden, Massachusetts. The committee has reported this favorably, and I would ask that the committee grant the license this evening.
On Councilor Murphy's motion to grant this license, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The license has been granted. Now the docket is clear. Anyone else have any business to? Okay. Okay. So before we do personal privilege, I wanted to take a moment and kind of talk about the past year. You may be wondering why the projector is out. So I have a little slideshow to show for all of you. As we wrap up this year that to me has flown by, it's a tradition to take a step back and reflect on what has been accomplished. I thought I'd take it just one step further and try to recognize what to me were some of the most significant accomplishments from each one of you, and take a minute to thank you for making my year as council president incredibly fulfilling and I believe productive. So if you'll indulge me for just 3 minutes, I have a short video to reflect on 2019 and the contributions of each one of you.
How much does this cost?
Spielberg do it?
Sorry, can you restart that so I can read it so everyone else can see? Thank you. That happened fast. I'd like to thank Councilor O'Malley for your hard work pushing to make much-needed infrastructure on Main Street. It's done, and the results have been a huge improvement. I want to thank Councilor Anderson for making sure we continue to honor important traditions so that we as a city can evolve and we never forget our proud past. Thank Councilor Murphy for being the driving force on the council, working behind the scenes on the new City Hall. The countless meetings and endless decision-making will benefit our future. Councilor Kamel, I want to thank you for your leadership in securing a $400,000 grant to renovate Trafton Park. The master plan is amazing, and this is a huge step forward. Councilor DeMaria, thank you for bringing Habitat for Humanity to Malden. This wonderful project brought us together as a council and will make the dream of home ownership a reality for some worthy family. Councilor Condon, thank you for your persistence and drive in instituting resident parking citywide. You have refused to give up, and the residents will benefit from your determination. Councilor Crowe, thank you for being the driving force behind a timely and successful transition to a new city clerk. Navigating the waters to fill these important positions will never be easy, but you did it with grace. Councilor Matheson, thank you so much for your over 8 years of service to the City of Malden. Your independent voice has made our government a stronger one. Thank you. Councilor Spatafora, thank you for leading the way on marijuana ordinances that respect the will of the voters while being thoughtful about how we implement that will. Boston even copied us here in Malden. Councilor Winslow, for your advocacy and leadership in the hiring of Malden's first transportation planner. Our residents will benefit from your efforts in many ways. And once again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting me as president. I've grown a lot as an individual as a result of this experience, and I have all of you to thank for it. Thank you. Councilor Anderson, first personal privilege.
Well, thank you. It's a very nice presentation,
Thanks.
Council President. And, but I also want to thank our outgoing Councilor, John Matheson, for his service on the City Council. John, you were here for the last 8 years. And before that, seems to me you filled the unexpired seat. Yeah, and I just want to say that John has always brought a thoughtful voice to our deliberations. Comes with a perspective that was really far-reaching and enthusiastic. And John, I want to wish you the very best in your future endeavors, and thank you for the service that you've given to the Malden City Council. Thank you.
Councilor Winslow.
Yeah, I too want to thank John as well. We were tonight working on cell phone towers, and that was an initiative John put out there. And I appreciate that often you were cutting edge on a lot of things we were doing. So very much appreciate that, and and the work for the city of being a voice for the residents. So very much appreciate that, and just also wanted to thank, just wish everybody happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Christmas, and. For those of you who are looking for someplace to go on Christmas Day, Bread of Life will be serving the meal at the high school, and there's also there'll be meals available. I know Helen and I, we generally go around and drive some meals around, so so take advantage of those opportunities as they come up. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Condon.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to echo the comments of Councilor Anderson. And just remember, we all are going to disagree up in this body, but you have to walk away respecting each other for the service that everybody gives to the city of Malden. And John, when you drive by that circle at Highland and Fellsway, just remember, you worked on it, you wouldn't quit on it, and it's going to become a reality. So congratulations in your 8 years. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Councilor Murphy.
Thank you, Madam President. Councilor Matheson? I know. You're a dear friend, in addition to being someone that I've enjoyed serving with, and I certainly, personally, am going to miss having you up here. You're someone that I've always been able to speak to about any issue that we had in front of us. You've given me guidance. We've had disagreements over how we would approach something, but we've always walked away friends, and I know our friendship will continue past tonight, and so I'm looking forward to that. But following up, and actually Councilor Condon said something I was going to say, Ward 3 is lucky to have had you. You have been tenacious in fighting for your residents, whether it was the intersection, the most dangerous intersection in Malden, actually probably in the state, to get that resolved and fixed, or fighting for what residents want to see for the Malden Hospital. You have held true to the oath you took of office for your citizens and the world. City of Malden, Ward 3 is a better place because of it. And I need a hug.
Councilor O'Malley.
Thank you, Madam President. Since last week, I wished everyone Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. This week, I feel like I'll wish everyone a happy Star Wars coming out this week. It's the end of the trilogy. It's Rise of Skywalker. It's the end. It's the end of the saga. No one else is excited? I got one other person. So everyone who loves Star Wars, congratulations. We've made it. I'm very looking forward to it. I got my tickets for, I think, Thursday night. Enjoy Star Wars, everyone.
Thank you. Councilor Spatafora.
Thank you, Madam President. I want to wish everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa. I know Hanukkah is starting soon. Whatever belief, hope you enjoy it. It's a special time of year to be with your friends and family. But it's also a time to reflect on the past year and looking forward to 2020. I do want to take this time to congratulate Councilor Matheson on moving on to his civilian life, as they would say. I know many councils have given great examples of what he's done in Ward 3 and his passion for the safety, certainly on the Fellsway and the hospital has not gone unnoticed. I would just say that for anybody who's run for government, the ability to knock on somebody's door or to stand on stage and ask questions is not an easy task. It's literally opening yourself up there. So I've always told people, you can sit behind a computer, you can stand up and cheer along somebody, but until you put that mic on or you knock on that door and you never know what's on the other side, and your opinion can either go one way or the other way. And it's important, I think, that people understand we always don't agree up here, but at the end of the day, we are a body, and hopefully I think we all respect each other. And just like families, I've said this many times, there are days where you want to strangle the person to your left. And there are certainly days, and there's certainly days where you all get along and you can agree, and that is no different with the council. And to see anybody go on any circumstances is not good. But I wish John good luck in his endeavors. I'm sure he will not go that far. And I just want to thank him as a citizen of Malden and as his colleague for his 8 years of service. Well respected, and thanks again.
Thank you. Councilor DeMaria.
Thank you, Madam President. And I do want to take a moment to wish everyone out there a happy holiday. Whatever you believe, it's the time of year to reflect and to be grateful for the things that we have. And we certainly have a lot to be grateful for in Malden. And thank you, John, for your service. And thank you, Madam President, for that wonderful presentation. Good for you. Thank you so much for thinking so highly of us. We appreciate it. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Murphy.
Thank you. And one more thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to our council president, because she has thanked all of us this evening, and I think Council President Seeker, you have done an amazing job over the last 12 months. It has been my pleasure to see you grow, take the reins, lead us. And one of the unique things about what you've done this year is you really have looked at all of us individually and given us all the chance to move forward, take control of a situation, and feel like we own it. And I think your presentation was a prime example of that, to just show that it's a team. It's not just one person who sits in the president's seat, but it's all of us together who work in unity to make the City Council work and make the citizens of Malden work. But it is because of a leader like yourself that we have had a very successful 2019. So thank you.
Thank you.
So.
Councilor Matheson.
Well, this is the end of a long journey, and I want to thank all of you for being on that journey with me. I want to thank all the councilors I served with and all the constituents I represented. I just want to say a couple things about The journey itself, I started running in 2007, and back then there were two major issues in Ward 3, and they were that dangerous intersection of Highland Ave and Fellsway East and the hospital. And I couldn't be more proud that as I leave, I can say that we have helped secure that $1 million that's going to make that intersection safer. And I just attended a meeting last night where the hospital organization said they're going to start anew with community engagement being step one. So they've been under a purchase and sale agreement for 6 years, and that has expired. You know, my journey, one thing I'll say about myself, I'm not afraid to lose, but I'm afraid of not trying at all. And I haven't been one to go along to get along. I've been one that stands up for my hometown and my constituents and my neighbors. And sometimes that puts you at odds with people, and I think as a result of that, I've had to fight for re-election every 2 years. In my past, I had to write them down and add them up. I've had 8 general elections and 3 preliminary elections, and I'm pretty sure that's a record here in Malden. But I wouldn't change a thing. I have no regrets about how I did it. I have nothing but respect for this city and the people who lead it. And I'm also proud of a few other things I did in the community. I was the sponsor of Malden's 311 system, the 3rd one in the state of Massachusetts. The Tree City USA initiative and the Arbor Day and the local Disability Commission, among other things. And with that, I would just like to say thank you again for this experience. This is the season of peace and love and forgiveness and new beginnings. And with that, I thank you all again and wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and happy holiday season of every kind, and a Happy New Year. Thank you, and God bless.
And on behalf of the council chair, I too would like to wish you good luck in all your future endeavors, Council Matheson. Ward 3 is a better place having you as their leader for the last 8 years, and I wish you well in whatever it is that you come about next. I too would like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever you may celebrate. Enjoy this time with your family, and have a wonderful few weeks until we see you again. Do I have a motion to adjourn? On Councilor DiMaria's motion to adjourn. All those in favor? All those opposed? Meeting is adjourned.